welcome back. This is Clay Nelson, Clay Nelson Life Balancer on KZSP AM 1290. And we're talking about the need for accountability, but also the word commitment. You know, are you willing to commit to have the life you want, the body you want, the relationship you want, the checkbook balance that you need, the job that you want, the relationship with your kids that you want and need? Are you willing to be responsible for the way be committed to for the way your life turns out? I mean, actually have a say in your life. You know, I got to tell you, I coach about 90 different companies. I'm on the phone probably 9.5 hours a day, 5 days a week, and I speak all over the world. And over the last week, I've had more people come up to me or more people talk to me from a mindset of, oh, wow, it's still the same. It's just 2008. Like they expected the world to be different just because the date changed. And the world only gets different because you change it. If you don't like what you got, change it. If you don't like how much you weigh, stop putting food in your mouth. Go exercise. If you don't like the way you're being treated, speak up. And if you're not getting enough hugs, grab somebody. You know what I mean? So that's really what life is all about. You got to stand up and do something about it. So I want to make this a talk show, not just me talking at you. So I want you to call me long distance, 866-564-1290, or local 564-1290, or send me an email at clay@mediasb.com. Or I'm even streaming right now, and I'm looking at the screen over there. Darn, I look good. Things are happening here. So it's like going to www.claynelsonlifebalance.com. Backslash or slash, however you want to say that. What's the word?
/ watch.
Oh, forward slash. Whatever that, top of the slash going to the right, okay? And type in the word watch, and you can get right on the show here. Sign in and get right on the show. So there's all kinds of ways to communicate, all right? Come on.
Clay, we had gotten this email last week talking about the, starting out on accountability. And it's from Milt. I just thought it fit really well with, doing something about it.
Yeah.
And he says, a friend of mine keeps making promises and never comes through with them.
Yeah.
I was about to chuck the friendship, but after listening to you, I'd like to know if there's something I can do or something I can say to this person to help them do what they say, they're going to do, or to get them to stop saying it.
Yeah, so you need to say, it's really good. That's a good one.
Boy,
Here's what you do. Everybody listen to what I'm going to say now. If you've got somebody that keeps saying they're going to do something, and they don't do it, and it's not like they're actually telling a story or they're just BSing you. They just, their life gets in the way, and it keeps getting in the way and keeps getting in the way.
I don't think it's intentional.
Yeah, it's not, thank you. It's unintentional, okay? They're not playing games with your head. It's just say to them, hey, do I have permission to shoot straight with you? So write that down. Do I have permission to shoot straight with you? And then when they say yeah, and by the way, that will get their attention. When they say yeah, and they will, just say, you keep telling me that you're going to do this, this, and this, and it doesn't get done. Now, do I have permission to help you get it done? Would you allow me to hold you accountable for getting what you say you're going to do done? Could we team up? It's not like I'm not, it's not like judging him or making him wrong or anything else. It's like, look, if he could do it by himself, he would have done it already. If it's not getting done, gee, guess who needs some help? And if you're his friend, help him. Don't make him wrong, okay? It's the same thing in families, okay? It's the same thing at work. It's the same thing on the street corner. When's the last time you said hi to somebody in a wheelchair walking down the street? You're walking, they're in a wheelchair. So there's all kinds of things you can do, all kinds of ways that you could be to have things really work and feel good about yourself and feel good where you leave other people, all right? Now, what's the other email that we had from carryover from last week?
Actually, I had asked the question, but I realized I was inspired by, why do you think people are so bent on making resolutions or any commitment for that matter if they don't intend to keep them? That's from Charlene.
Yeah, very good. When anybody makes a commitment, usually secretly to themselves, all right, they honestly believe they're going to do it, like I'm going to do it,
Yeah.
Like,
we've all done it.
Yeah, like I continually commit to my family. I am not going to eat after 7 p.m. at night because after 7 p.m., your body builds fat because you don't do anything. There's no way to burn what you put in your mouth. So I'm continually saying, okay, that's it. Not eating anymore after 7 o'clock. The next night, it's 8 o'clock and I'm munching on something, but nobody says anything to me. So, Susie, if you listen to the show, I didn't say that, okay? All right, now, but it's all about people make commitments and they don't keep them because they move the commitment over into what I call the land of I'll get to it. Don't worry, I'll get to it. Don't worry, I'll do it. Yeah, it gives me a future to speak about. And the truth is we're not committed enough. So we need to have someone to hold us accountable. And for you parents out there that want to have things change around the household, gee, guess who you could ask to hold you accountable for, creating the change? Your kids. Your kids would love to be a part of anything that holds you accountable to get anywhere in your life because you've been doing it to them for all of their lives. Right? Plus, they feel like they can be a part of the family better. Now, so what do? How do you get to where you say, I want this, or I'm going to be that, or I'm going to lose that much weight, or I'm going to stop yelling at people, or I'm going to have more money, or how about this? I'm going to be ready with my taxes before my taxes are due.
Shocking.
Shocking. Oh. Wow. How do we do that? Is you put a plan together for getting all this stuff done. You can put a plan together for being held accountable. You put a plan together for having what you say you want. And what is the plan? For example, if you say you're going to lose weight, it's an entirely different thing to put that commitment in writing and have a plan for getting it done than it is to just say it. Can you get that? How about this? I'm going to have a vacation house in the next 3 years. Do you think if you just say that and just live what you say that you're going to have the vacation house? No, you got to figure out where the house is going to be, whether you're it's got to be a place where there's palm trees or a place where there's snow and pine trees, or, you got to figure out how much it's going to cost, where the money's going to come from, what you have to liquidate to buy it, how much you can stretch the old budget to get there. It's all about putting the plan together so you can have it all. Or how about this? You just want to work less. See, most people have a life, and the life isn't really a life. It's work, 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 work. So what do you do with when you're going, Jesus, I don't want to work, 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 work anymore, but that's all I know how to do. You have to put a plan together that says, 1, don't work. 2, if I'm not working, what do I do? Well, how about I could go to the gym. I could go for a walk. I could help, a child. How about this? I could build something that I love building. I could make a difference for people that have less than I do. I could go to a place where old folks live that are, quite frankly, completing their honorable white-haired life, and it's time to move on into the land of the spirit. And I want to make sure I go have fun with those people. Plus, I don't think there's a white hair in the world that couldn't teach me something. They've already been where I am. So you got that? So creating a plan. You got to write down your commitments. You got to ask for some accountability for having those commitments come to life. And those commitments, come alive over time. And the only way you can have what you're committed to have is to do it consistently over time, long enough for it to show up. And that takes a team. So now, we got to go on another break. I'm committed to come back and teach some more about being in action and what is accountability, and move through into what I'm asked to do for the rest of this show, and that is talk about accountability, which is a whole big, huge game, connected, interwoven, welded to absolutely understanding that you have to commit with being held accountable to get what you want nowadays. Lone Ranger will not work, okay? So this is Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour, KZSB AM 1290. We're dancing here, so get on back.